also added a little ginger powder in there. And sometimes I cut up a red bell pepper in it. There you go. I'm out here today at Little 5 Points, and I'm asking people, what should we be discussing but no one seems to be talking about? Go ahead.
If it were up to me, we would spend more time talking about how food has been weaponized against us and how the food is destroying our health.
Right.
I'm a good example of how learning that I was able to change everything that I was eating, and I lost 106 pounds in 9 months. I have 2 torn ACLs. They told me I wouldn't walk without surgery. I'm walking, and I did that by putting my crutches in the shopping cart, practicing every day, twice a day for 2 hours, until I was able to let the cart go after 2.5 months and walk on my own. As a result, also 62 years old, I got rid of all of my ailments, heart issues, diabetic issues.
After you changed your diet?
All I did was change my diet.
There you
Didn't go to the gym, and I still lost 106 pounds.
There you go. I feel real personal about that because I don't eat meat either.
Good.
I don't eat meat, and I eat only organic foods for the same reason you do.
Yes, it changes everything.
It does, man. Yep. Anything else you want to add on that? Because I like that, man.
I'm 62 years old, and I'm going on 40. That's it.
I know. It makes you feel good, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
There you go, man. I appreciate you, man.
All right,
Thank you a lot.
The decay of pop culture.
I say that a little bit louder.
The decay of pop culture. And just music in general.
The decay?
Yeah, I think it's just gotten a lot worse the quality.
Okay. So you mean, is there anything about the culture that you're talking about that's specific? Or you just mean overall as people, we're
I think it's all just very homogenized. Everything is very samey. Yeah, you know, I've been listening to a lot of 70s music, and it's just very clear that, like...
Yeah, I'm a big 70s music fan, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
So you're talking about pop music. I misunderstood you. You're talking about pop
culture in general, but, like, music's kind of my thing, so, you know, I see it through a music lens.
Okay, because you're a musician.
Yeah.
Okay, I understand. So you, so that's, you're saying right now that no one actually takes note of that. They kind of just melt into it without even realizing how it's decaying.
Yeah, I think maybe people notice it, but it's a lot easier to just go with whatever's going on right now. Yeah. Than to actually, you know.
Well, that's the reason why I'm asking this question, because it helps people think.
That's true.
You know, get the mind thinking, and people who watch it, who probably don't have the kind of understanding you have, now they got some reference.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
Anything else you want to add to that?
No, not really.
Well, I appreciate you stopping and asking, okay?
People need to talk about animal rights more, and I'm not just talking about dogs and cats, I'm talking about pigs, chickens, cows. Shouldn't be eating them, shouldn't be using their bodies to get cheese and eggs and stuff. They're treated horribly. People need to talk about it more, but it makes them uncomfortable.
Yeah, it does. Anything else you want to add to that?
Nope, that's it.
Okay, all right. I appreciate
People are talking about the food dyes, red 40, and
That's your answer?
yeah,
Mine's conspiracy theories.
it's in the ketchup.
So it's food. So you saying there's food dye in most of our foods?
Yeah, we can use
In all of our foods.
beets or raspberries to make a red color instead of
In raspberries?
anything red. You know, to make that instead of the dyes.
Yeah, because I don't hear about that. You're right.
know,
Nobody's discussing.
right?
But
Go
people,
to Aldi. Aldi's got the good no food dye food.
Well, that's great. I'm glad that's informative. So I appreciate that.
welcome.
Thank you guys. Sure, no
It
problem.
would be like people still seem to close their eyes on racial injustice a lot.
On what now?
Racial injustice.
That's true.
More specific, could you mean like when it's coming to the places that we go and frequent all the time? Stuff like that?
They say it's gone. They say the oppression is gone, but it's never truly gone.
And that is a conversation that needs to be had.
Yeah, because nobody speaks on the specifics of it, do they?
No,
They'll
they
just talk around it, but they never talk
And the
right.
amount of plane crashes that have happened this year.
That is also a topic worth discussing.
Which one is that?
The one with all the plane crashes.
that's happened this year.
Oh, that's true. And nobody's saying anything about it because I know about it too, and I don't even talk about it.
Yeah, they just kind of brushing it under the rug as well.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Well, you guys got some good things there. I appreciate that.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Go ahead with what?
You said what is it? You said pedophilia?
I feel like pedophilia is on the rise. At least America, but also worldwide. Yeah.
And because I wouldn't have known that, so obviously nobody's talking about it. And you know this because of, if you don't mind answering?
Social media, just the social media accounts I see, feels like everyone's kind of just allowing children to not be children, and also adults are, engaging with this.
Right. So is this a personal thing for you? Do you have a personal contact that makes you feel this way about that?
No, not personal.
It's just something that you've noticed and that you don't want to, of course you don't want to, but I mean something that you've taken note of.
Yeah, just something I've taken note of.
Wow, that's interesting though. I like that answer.
Thank you.
You got anything else? How about you? Nothing? Okay. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. Say that again.
Government waste spending.
And
we're sending money for sex changes in foreign countries and contraceptives and.
So you agree with Doge?
I do.
Yeah. That's a great opinion. That's your opinion, and I understand that.
It is what it is, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I agree with you on it. So. Anything else you want to add to that, other than government spending?
Fucking drill, baby, drill.
Okay. I got you.
Climate change, I feel like everyone thinks it's fake and not happening, but look at how cold it is in the middle of March and look at how hot it was in the middle of December. Like, just common sense stuff, I feel like we can see it. We're looking at it happening and people are still saying it's not.
Right, and it's probably because people are looking all over the place and not right at what they need to be
not right
seeing.
in front of them, literally.
Right, so yeah, so the weather is one of the big things that you think that should be discussed
and
more.
And just the environment in general, like everything's been going downhill so fast, I feel like we're not doing anything to stop it.
So what do you think about that momentum of downhill that you just spoke of? What do you think about that?
I think it's sad and it's scary that like one person, if I could solve it myself, I promise I would, but it takes so many people and we're not all united. We're not.
Do you think we're going to get there?
I hope so. It's not looking good, but I hope so.
Well, I tend to think positive about it, but I do think we'll get there, but it's just going to take some effort, I think.
Of course, yeah.
And people like you that's aware and conscious about stuff like this, it's going to help. Okay? All right. Anything else you want to add to that?
I'm good, thank you.
All right, thank you. Okay, could you elaborate? You said unity?
Unity.
So we should be more united.
Yeah, like coming together.
And you don't think that there's enough of us talking about that? It's probably the reason why.
Not.
Yeah. You want to elaborate on it a little bit?
I'm kind of tired. I just get off work. No, for real, I am.
Well, I understand. So, but that's you say unity is something that you just don't hear about that we need to be discussing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I agree with you because we got to move forward.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, man. Thanks a lot. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Okay.
The way people are treating each other. I mean, yes, I think it should be more spoken about. Kindness. I'm teaching them. We need to be kind to everybody.
Those are your kids?
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's not enough unity.
No, not at all.
Yeah. And I do think it's because we don't discuss it enough.
Definitely.
Yeah. So I'm hoping a channel like this could help open up some stuff like that. And you are on the right track, I feel. And I thank you for that answer.
Trying. Change the energy.
Yes, there you go. There you go.
Can I follow you?
Yes, you can. I'm Kylo Mims.
Let me see your... Awesome.
And I've just started this channel up. I've had about 14 videos on it, and I think you'll enjoy it.
Awesome.
But that's a good answer when you said about energy, because that's the whole point, is the energy have to change before we can change, right?
Completely, definitely.
Great,
and
great.
Protect our energies,
Yes.
and then raise everybody else's.
There you go.
Definitely.
I can tell you're conscious.
I'm trying to be. I'm not eloquent about it though.
you know something? They say just be yourself.
Yeah.
The eloquence will come.
Be kind and spread love. It's hard in this world right now. But
well, do you think you have to be authentic?
Completely. Authenticity is a huge part of my life. Completely. Definitely.
Well, I appreciate that, and that was very good answer. Thank you.
I'm trying to find you so I can follow you. Maybe you need to help me. Oh, here you are.
You got it?
Yeah, I got it.
All right, now.
We were talking about the rise in plane crashes.
You're the second person that brought that up today.
And so what it boils down to, of course, there is some, I think, in the political climate, there is some things that affect that, but more than that, like you said, like there is in the above the human realm, in the spirit world,
in the unseen world,
there is some warring of sorts.
And it trickles down into us, doesn't it?
Yes. There is an uncalmness, if that's a word, in the unseen.
And why doesn't anybody talk about it? Because what you're saying, everybody knows that.
I think
they just don't talk about it, but people are aware of exactly what you just said.
I think there is a human need to have to attach things to, or there's a human need to make reason of things, right?
Right.
Or to have an understanding that things make sense.
All right.
And so, for most people,
it doesn't make sense. They sweep it under the rug.
It doesn't make sense. So there's not a huge need to talk about, or urgency to talk about it.
But it affects us so much, though.
Yeah, more folks are, I think, leaning towards the idea that human hands have things, are the result of, are the cause of those.
Of all the stuff that's going on.
And that's because that makes more sense.
It makes more sense. And so just totally look over the fact that there's an unseen presence.
Right.
Yeah. I think you're right. Yeah. Well, man, thank you. Anything else you want to add on that?
Yeah. No, that's it.
Okay.
That's it.
All right. Appreciate it.